Okay, so I've just filmed this whole video and I've just realised that I've got a mascara smudge on under my eye. So enjoy that for the video, but yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, this video is gonna be a just casual chat, drinking tea and talking about like goals, reflecting back on the year, and then some goals for 2021 as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it and I hope you don't mind my makeup faux pas too much. We know you're not here for beauty tips, so that's fine. 2020, we can all agree, has not been a great year, but I do think that it's important to kind of like reflect on the year and also to celebrate the things that have gone well. And I do feel actually really proud of myself this year because I feel like I've suddenly had some growth in my business, and yeah, I'm just quite proud of like how far I've come. And if you're new, hi, my name is Emma, and on this channel I usually make studio vlogs where I document my illustration journey and also like the sort of running of my Etsy shop. So I show you how I create products from like start to finish, and like lots of packing footage and stuff like that, and also like some drawing stuff as well. If that sounds interesting, make sure you subscribe. But yeah, so this video I'm just going to be reflecting on the goals that I've had and then looking forward to talking about what I want to do for 2021. Also, first thing I'd say as well is if you didn't get any of your goals done this year, don't worry, I'm sure you're not alone. And I think most years I don't always complete all my goals, but yeah, this year was definitely a hard one, so don't beat yourself up. But yeah, I just thought it'd be kind of fun to have a look back at the year and yeah, tell you what goals that I had at the beginning of the year and see if I've actually achieved them. So in January I read a book called The 12-Week Year, and basically the whole idea about that book is that you make like quarterly goals. So you have like 3 months to do your goals and then you do another 3. I thought this was a brilliant idea. I was going to do some goals and it was going to be from like January to March, and then I was going to like make some new goals. Okay, I have found my notebook that I've got all my 12-week goals in, so let's have a look. So one of my goals was I wanted to make 100 more sales on my Etsy shop. I also wanted to finish the Mother Seagull book illustrations that I've been doing, which, yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. And then number 3, I wanted to exercise every day. Yeah, I'd had my Etsy shop actually since 2016. Yeah, if you've watched the journey of my Etsy shop, you'll know that I just sort of started off doing like a couple of Christmas cards, and so even though I had it up for a while, it took me a while before I was actually making a few more products. And I had a few sales, but not very many. So in January I was working on creating some new products, and I was doing lots of like print on demand stuff. I ended up creating a mug, which I'll pop some images up on the screen. Yeah, so growing up I loved the Borrows, so I did this kind of like fairy in the garden style illustration, and I did a design on a mug and also on a tote bag. And then I was also like working on creating some print on demand prints as well. I didn't get a lot of orders in January and February, so in the whole of January I had 1 order, and then I had 1 order in February, and then I ended up closing my shop in March temporarily because, you know, COVID was going on. But yeah, I didn't know if I was going to be able to like run the shop at the same time. So yeah, that first quarter did not go very well at all. But I'm pleased to say that for the rest of the year it's really picked up. So yeah, I had my shop closed I think just for about a month. Yeah, and after doing lots of research and finding out that I could just nip down the road and post things directly in the post box, I decided that I was going to reopen my shop. So I reopened it in April and I started working on some new products, and I wanted to start offering products that I could actually post myself. In April I came out with my positive plant stickers, and yeah, I love these so much, and they've been really popular, and I was just really enjoying having something like physical that I'd made, like being able to see that and post that out to people. So yeah, I wanted to create more stickers. I came up with the cats sitting on things stickers, which I just really love that idea, and I'd like to do some more animal stickers maybe this year, sort of thinking about like maybe dogs chewing things or something like that. So one of the things I've enjoyed the most for my Etsy shop is coming up with new enamel pin designs, and yeah, this year I ended up creating 12 new pin designs. So I started off, I did my 3 cats, then I did my like sneaky magical teapot, the sleepy house, and the floral teacup. And then for like autumn and Christmas I did 6 woodland animals, and they're all kind of like cozy in their scarves. It's really hard for me to pick a favourite. I love them all so much, and I feel like I've really sort of found my kind of niche with my Etsy shop as well, because for a while I was doing lots of different products with print on demand, and now I'm just kind of focusing on doing enamel pins and also stickers. I do want to maybe do some like prints and things as well. I have done prints before, but I've done them through print on demand, so I'd quite like to do prints myself where I can like package them up and ship them off myself. But yeah, mainly I'm sort of sticking to like quite a small product range, and yeah, enamel pins I think are my favourite thing to design and make, and it's just really exciting when you like unbox them to see how they've turned out. And I've actually got some more pins that I have designed that are coming soon that I'm very excited about. But yeah, so I didn't actually have the cat stickers in my shop until June, and then I'd also been working on some cat enamel pins. Yeah, and these also came out in June, and that's when I really started seeing some growth on my Etsy shop. Yeah, so at the beginning of the year I think I had roughly about 100 Etsy sales. Yeah, on the 10th of June I had 218 sales, and I've actually just reached 1,000 sales, which is kind of crazy to me. And on my, like, I've got a sort of notice board, so at the beginning of the year I wrote down like 1,000 Etsy sales, like just for me to like look at it. And I remember when I wrote that number down, I thought it was like a crazy number and I couldn't imagine getting there, and I didn't think that I would actually get there within this year. So yeah, I'm really pleased that I managed to achieve that. I also wrote down that I wanted 5,000 subs on YouTube, and I've got about half of that. I think I'm at 2.5 thousand. I also wanted 10,000 Instagram followers, basically just so I can do the swipe up feature. Yeah, and I've got 2,700 on Instagram. And yeah, that might sound like a kind of tiny number, but for ages I was literally stuck on 800 followers. Yeah, so I think my Etsy shop has definitely grown. Yeah, I actually feel like I have a proper business now. And I remember we had a workman round at the beginning of the year. Yeah, he sort of said like, oh, what do you do and stuff, and I remember telling him that I was starting an Etsy shop. Even though I'd had it open like since 2016, I didn't feel that I could say that I had an Etsy shop. Yeah, I think it was just like a kind of confidence thing. So yeah, this isn't to say if you have less sales that you don't have an Etsy shop. This was just kind of like a personal thing to me that I kind of didn't feel that it was a proper job, whereas now it does feel like that. So, and I feel like I can not only tell people on the internet, but actually tell like strangers or like friends and family that yeah, this is my job. But yeah, and also just when people like tell you that they like what you've made, getting all the like the feedback and the reviews and like comments saying that you like my pins and my stickers and designs and stuff is really lovely. So yeah, thank you very much. Tom has also been a huge help, and he's just been so supportive this year, redoing our spare bedroom and like turning that into the packing room, also like volunteering to pack orders as well. I think he just did that because he wanted the packing sticker. No, not really. He just genuinely wanted to like help me out because he knows that there's lots of other things that I want to do as well. I just love how excited he gets about like different products, and yeah, couldn't do it without him. So yeah, thank you very much, Tom. So one of the other goals I had was I wanted to finish the Mother Seagull and the Ocean King picture book. It's been about a year that I've been working on this picture book, and I'm actually doing it with somebody that I know, but we don't have an exact deadline for it, so it's kind of like a personal project. Also this year I decided that I was going to start drawing bigger which obviously takes a lot longer to do, but I'm pleased that I've started drawing things bigger though, because I think it actually gives things more detail. With my Etsy shop getting busier, that has been like what I've been prioritizing. With the picture book, yeah, I haven't finished it, but throughout December I have been working on, you know, trying to get as much done as I can. And I've actually been filming some of the illustrations that I've been doing over December. Yeah, so there will be an update about this soon. So as you can see, some of the illustrations are more like spot size illustrations, so those ones don't take as long. But yeah, then ones like this illustration do take me a little bit longer to do. I'm pleased with how it's going. But yeah, so currently I'm about halfway through with that. At the time of filming, it is the 14th of December. Yes, I'm going to be continue working on it this week as well. And hopefully I will actually get it made into a book in 2021. But yeah, that's definitely one of my goals for 2021, is to actually finish this project and get it made. But yeah, because I know that a lot of you really want to read it, and yeah, I really appreciate all the like feedback that you've given me, all the lovely comments that you've given me as well, has really like kept me going. One of my goals was to do exercise every day. Yes, a non-art related goal, but I do think it's important to do something outside of art as well. Yeah, I actually joined a gym at the end of January, and I was really excited to be going, and I was getting into like body combat classes and stuff, and then obviously COVID happened and all the gyms were closed, and annoyingly I'd paid for the year, so completely lost that money. The gym, like, they couldn't give me a refund, but they did they've extended my membership by 6 months, although I still don't think, like, I haven't gone back to the gym since. And yeah, you might have noticed if you watch my videos that I've sort of gone through like spurts of doing like a bit of exercise and then stopping, and like sort of going back to it and starting again and then stopping again. So yeah, struggling to get into a good routine. Tom, my husband, he does work like different shifts. Yeah, and I usually like kind of sync up with him with that. So that's my excuse. Sometimes, to be honest, I just haven't felt like doing any exercise. But then I think when I do, oh, somebody's at the door. So this is now editing Emma, and basically at this point the postman knocked on the door, and when I came back I forgot to actually finish my sentence. So this is me filling in. This year sort of exercise has kind of come and gone a lot, and I've had moments where I haven't actually felt like doing any exercise at all, and then other times when I've got really into it. I'd like to find like a regular routine, I think, in 2021, but yeah, I think we can all relate to things not entirely working out in 2020 and just sometimes not really feeling like doing anything. But I have noticed that when I've actually done exercise this year, I feel so much better, like in my body and like mental health wise as well. The one thing that I have been good at is keeping up with running, or definitely over the last couple of months anyway. Me and Tom have been going for our early morning run together on Saturday. Yeah, so just one run a week, not loads, but yeah, it does help having like the extra person to kind of motivate you to do stuff. But yeah, so I hope you found that non-art related goal interesting. I'll stop rambling so you can get back to past Emma and her ramblings instead. So I thought it would also be fun to share some of my favourite illustrations that I have made this year as well. So I've taken part in 2 drawing challenges, both run by the lovely Amanda, who goes by Amanda Louise on Instagram and YouTube. So I will put where you can find her in the description, and I will put on the screen some of my favourites that I've done from those projects. I created both of these using my iPad, and I got my iPad as like an early Christmas present last year, so 2019. And yeah, this was really useful for creating some quicker illustrations, because obviously pencil can take, like traditional pencil for me anyway, can take a little bit longer to do. So for those challenges, seen as they were like daily challenges, it was definitely useful to have the iPad. Yeah, so the first drawing challenge I did was called Stay Home Week, which was in April. 2 of my favourite illustrations from that were drawing like the tiny people. So I did me and Tom making some banana bread, because we have made quite a bit of banana bread definitely at the beginning of like lockdown and everything anyway. And then I also did a family making a pot of tea, which I thought was very cute. But yeah, as you can tell, I just love the borrowers. And then I took part in Autumn Week again, and I decided that all the illustrations I wanted to have my tiny people in them. And I think my favourite one from this is of the girl reading with her like giant piece of apple slice as a snack. And I spent quite a long time working on that. Yeah, and I also really liked the one of them on the leaves, sort of like an action shot to do. Oh, and I did like a self-portrait of me tiny with my giant pencils and my cup of tea. That would last me a long time. So yeah, I thought I'd show you some of the illustrations that are my favourites. But yeah, so here is my plant illustrations that I did, my positive plants that I turned into my sticker sheets. Possibly if I do prints in the future, I might actually make this into a print as well. I would quite like to actually start doing prints from home. But yeah, so I might get some like nice paper and start doing prints. And there's this one of the magical teapot and the watering can. I really love this. I definitely should do something with this. I was thinking of either doing a card or a print. But yeah, this also inspired my floral teacup pin, which I will pop it up on the screen so you can see it. I did these spot illustrations for my portfolio. That one I did wrong. So that one's here. And this was all to do with like different senses. And then this one I was really proud of as well, and I think this one's got like a nice message to do with it, because you know, I think we've all felt like this at some point, where you're kind of feeling a little bit lost. Plus I just quite like how this illustration's turned out, and like the flowers and things. And then this one I think is my absolute favourite illustration that I have done this year. So again, tiny little people, and they are picking blueberries. Yeah, I'm just so happy with like all the details. So yeah, this did take me quite a few days to do, and obviously it's got like a lot of leaves in it. But yeah, I definitely feel like I've improved my illustration skills. I definitely like to improve them even more next year. I'd love to be able to work a bit faster as well, or maybe not even faster, but just maybe produce more illustrations. Yeah, so those were my goals for this year. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about my 2021 goals. But yeah, so I think my theme for 2021 is I just want to be really like organised. Yeah, I just want to like plan ahead and get things done in advance. For Etsy, one of my goals is to do 4 launches a year. So I'm not going to be doing like updates here, there and everywhere. I'm just gonna stick to like the 4 launches, and yeah, one of my goals is to make sure that I can have everything done in advance. Like I've said, I sent off some designs for some new enamel pins, and yeah, they're actually going to be coming soon. I'm really excited to see them. And oh yeah, I promised that I was going to tell you when the launch is. So that is going to be on the 20th of January, and it's going to be slightly Valentine's / spring launch. I'd really love to do Christmas cards for 2021 as well, because I felt like this year I just left it like too late to do Christmas cards. So yeah, my whole plan is to think about what I want for the different launches. Yeah, then get the products made well in advance and not just release things last minute. I'd also really like to order some more of the Woodlands Animal Christmas cards, because those were really popular and I sold out of all my old cards. So yeah, I think I'm gonna restock those for next year as well. On the same theme of planning in advance, I'd really like to have some videos planned for YouTube, so maybe a few more like sit down videos, and I've actually already filmed a couple of videos. So next week's video is going to be a video all about how to make studio vlogs. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see that. But yeah, and I also want to like plan some different holidays, probably not going away, but I just want to like plan in like on my calendar when I want to take some time off. So yeah, I think having like the Etsy shop things done in advance, filming some YouTube videos in advance will kind of mean that I'm like more on top of things and more able to like actually take some holiday and yeah, play some nice like board games and stuff with Tom, which would be really lovely. The other thing that I would really like to do in 2021 is get some commissions, like sort of client commissions. I think that's something that I'm going to be looking for once I've finished the book illustrations. But yeah, and I did make a couple of videos at the start of the year, like setting myself some briefs. That's a really hard word to say. So yeah, I think that's something that I would like to do again. Yeah, I really love working on personal projects, and I'd like to set myself some more things that I can like do and then add to my portfolio. So I think that's something I'm going to focus on a lot more once I finish the book illustration. Yeah, so if you want to see like how I progress in 2021, then make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. And yeah, you can come along on my journey with me. Let me know how you've done this year. Also let me know if you have like a theme or a word. I know sometimes people like to have a word to like guide their year or something. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I will see you in next video, which is going to be all about how to make studio vlogs. So if that's one of your goals for 2021, then hopefully that will be useful. I hope you've had a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, bye. I think the boiler's just turned on, so that's probably going to be a little bit noisy. I really need to paint. There's like a little patch on the door where the paint's come off, and it's kind of annoying me. I'm sort of thinking, should I crop? Should I do like this? But then if I do it too far over that way, then you see the mess in the cupboard. Maybe this is okay. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Think about what things went well and like celebrate the things that have gone well as well. Wow, that was a lot of well as well. Oh, close that cupboard door. I just realised I've got another cardigan on the back of my chair, so I had to microwave my tea. It got so cold because I was just waffling on so much.